Kathy Angelberg thought Christmas morning 2025 would be quiet. Instead, Nike dropped Caitlin Clark's From Anywhere commercial featuring Travis Scott and the Kelsey brothers, and WNBA headquarters reportedly went into full panic mode. The ad exploded instantly, pulling in nearly 6 times more views than the league's entire Unrivaled launch campaign, sending a clear message. Caitlin Clark doesn't need the WNBA to command attention. In doing so, it exposed just how little control the commissioner has over the league's biggest star. According to insiders, the reaction from the front office was swift and furious. Now, the question is unavoidable. Was the commissioner right to be angry? Or is this really about frustration that Caitlin Clark has simply outgrown the league? To answer that, you have to start with what actually happened that Christmas morning, because the timing of that commercial couldn't have been more devastating for the WNBA.
WNBA finals, and so I'll leave it there. I mean, I'm just obviously disheartened. I'm a human too. I have a family. I have 2 kids who are devastated by these comments.
I need, and the technology that we're going to put into it isn't anything that they've ever put into a basketball shoe before, so I'm really excited about that.
That's exciting.
League leadership was hoping for a quiet holiday break after a season marked by record viewership, but also unprecedented controversy, racial tension, and locker room drama. Commissioner Kathy Engelbert needed the news cycle to focus on literally anything other than women's basketball. The NFL had Christmas games. The NBA had Christmas games. For a few days, the WNBA could fade into the background and let tensions cool. Then, at 10 a.m. Eastern on Christmas morning, Nike dropped the bomb, a single tweet with a 30-second video that did more damage to the commissioner's authority than any scandal of the past decade. Titled From Anywhere, the commercial featured Caitlin Clark in a cinematic high-budget production that looked more like a movie trailer than a sports ad, and the impact was immediate and devastating for the WNBA.
Yesterday, you got a whole professional women's season about to start. I mean, it's crickets out there. But I can understand because I can understand wanting to go with Nike, and she brought.
Travis Scott appeared in it. Jason Kelsey was there. Travis Kelsey showed up. Even Lisa Blooder made an appearance. The production value was off the charts. Caitlin Clark drilling shots from impossible distances in a snowy driveway, surrounded by celebrity cameos that framed her as a full-blown cultural icon. The message couldn't have been clearer. Caitlin Clark isn't just a basketball player. She's a phenomenon that transcends a sport. And that's what made it absolutely brutal for Commissioner Kathy Engelbert. The WNBA logo was barely visible, if it appeared at all. The commercial focused entirely on Caitlin's personal brand, positioning her not as a WNBA star, but as a global icon who happens to play basketball. Nike wasn't promoting the league. They were promoting Caitlin, and they made it obvious they don't need the WNBA to sell shoes.
Signature collection launch, and fans were so excited about this. And honestly, you guys, it was a really good commercial. Lisa Blooder was in the commercial, Travis Scott was in the commercial, Travis Kelsey was in the commercial, Jason Kelsey was in the commercial, like the podcast thing, which we're going to get to that. Likely to wear the Sabrinas, but this new technology that they're adding to Caitlin's shoe should be really great. There should be a lot of hype around it. And that's the thing with Caitlin Clark's signature shoe. Like, a lot of fans are going to buy her shoe regardless of if you play basketball or not, whether you care about how they feel or not. Fans are just going to buy them because she has so many fans who are just ready to eat up whatever merchandise she's going to.
That realization is terrifying for any commissioner. Your biggest star has outgrown the league she plays in, and your corporate partners know it. They're not even pretending otherwise anymore. They're openly building Caitlin Clark's brand separate from the WNBA, and there's nothing Kathy Engelbert can do to stop it. To understand why the commissioner's reaction was so intense, you have to understand the WNBA's long-standing philosophy. For decades, the league has pushed a collective approach. The shield comes first, the brand is bigger than any individual, and every roster spot matters equally. No single player is supposed to be larger than the organization. Engelbert has championed this model as protection against volatility. But the Nike commercial was a sledgehammer to that philosophy. It declared loudly and unapologetically that there's no everyone. There's Caitlin Clark, and then there is the rest. That's the reality, whether the commissioner likes it or not. Watching one player elevated to near mythological status without the league's permission or control wasn't just uncomfortable. It was a direct threat to Engelbert's authority.
Getting little bits and pieces, and it seems like this Nike shoe was very close. Like it should be here in spring of 2026, and that has been the report. Nick DePaula reported that the shoe is expected to release in spring of 2026, and hopefully we have a WNBA season, and this launches right before the WNBA season. That would just be the perfect momentum going into her third season in the W.
Insiders say Engelbert viewed the Nike commercial as a rogue operation. Normally, the league coordinates closely with partners like Nike to ensure campaigns also elevate the WNBA brand. But this time, Nike flexed its power and made it clear it didn't need league approval to do whatever it wanted with Caitlin Clark. That shift in power is something a commissioner simply cannot tolerate, and the timing made it even worse. This wasn't a random Christmas release. It was strategic. Just weeks earlier, the basketball world was focused on Unrivaled, the new 3-on-3 league founded by Breanna Stewart and Nafisa Collier and publicly supported by the WNBA. It was designed to keep talent stateside in the off-season and generate revenue for veterans. And they went all in trying to recruit Caitlin, reportedly offering over $1 million for a few weeks of work, far more than her WNBA salary. It was a messy level offer meant to legitimize the league, and Caitlin said no, choosing rest and golf instead. The establishment narrative suggested she was missing out and hurting the game's growth. Then Christmas morning arrived, and Nike buried that narrative instantly. Within 24 hours, Caitlin's 30-second ad generated 6 times more views than Unrivaled's entire roster reveal and launch combined. It wasn't close. It was a public humiliation that proved Caitlin didn't need Unrivaled to stay relevant. Unrivaled needed her. Watching her off-season strategy collapse because a shoe commercial was a disaster for Engelbert, reinforcing a brutal truth. Fans aren't loyal to women's basketball as an abstract concept. They're loyal to the Caitlin Clark show. And when one player holds that much power, league leverage disappears. The financial embarrassment exposed by the commercial only made things worse. One of the commissioner's core jobs is making the league look wealthy, professional, and aspirational, and Engelbert knows business. She knows numbers. The contrast was jarring. Caitlin appeared in a cinematic $1 million production alongside ultra-wealthy celebrities, while the reality is the league pays her a salary that wouldn't cover the catering for that shoot. The production value of the ad rivaled or exceeded most WNBA broadcasts. Every time it aired during NBA or NFL games, it screamed that the real money lives outside the league, that empowers the Players Association, undermines CBA negotiations, and makes leadership look like it failed to capitalize on its biggest asset. Owners are reportedly asking why they're not seeing any return from this explosion, while Nike cashes in. And the most dangerous fallout is happening inside locker rooms. The comparison with Aya Wilson was immediate and brutal. Aya is a 3-time MVP, a champion, and widely considered the best player in the world. Yet her Nike ad was seen as simple and low effort next to Caitlin's cinematic showcase. Whether intentional or not, the perception that Nike is propping up Caitlin at the expense of veterans fuels resentment, validates conspiracy theories, and risks turning the season into a hostile, physical, drama-filled spectacle, something the commissioner has spent years trying to avoid. The cameo choices only deepen the divide. Instead of honoring WNBA legends and passing the torch, Nike validated Caitlin through male cultural icons like Travis Scott and the Kelsey brothers, deliberately positioning her outside the league's historical lineage. The message was clear. She's not just the next WNBA star. She's a global pop culture figure. For veterans and gatekeepers, this bypassing of league hierarchy is an insult, and Engelbert knows how dangerous that is. Add in the lingering fallout from the Lucky Stars controversy, where players felt the commissioner implied they owed her gratitude for media deals, and the ad becomes a direct rebuttal. Caitlin doesn't need to be grateful, because she is the value. When Nike pays her tens of millions, and the league pays her a fraction of that, the power dynamic flips completely. The commercial even hints at a future beyond the WNBA, raising the uncomfortable question not of whether Caitlin is good enough for the league, but whether the league is big enough for her. To Engelbert, this wasn't just a marketing hit. It was a warning shot. The anger inside the commissioner's office is really fear. Fear of losing control, fear of irrelevance, and fear that the WNBA may be just a stepping stone for its biggest star, not the destination.